Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? My husband and I just watched a movie. It was good. It was based on a true story called To the Full Measure, I believe. It was a very good movie. It dated back to the Vietnam War. Which, for your information, was before my time. I have a picture of my progress so far, and it looks like you can see the color change. Look at it's not wanting to. Because I took it sideways and I thought that's how I had to take it, but it wouldn't. Um, it appeared sideways when I saved it to my computer. So I don't know what the deal is, but I can show you. You can see the color uh, light getting lighter as the work progresses. I'm on round 16, about halfway done with round 16. And this is what I've got so far. See how it's getting lighter towards the bottom? So I'm really excited about this. How are you all doing? Nobody's showing up yet. I'm wondering if there's other people having lives right now. Oh, oh yeah, Granny D is on, and crochet therapy is on. So since they're already established, especially Granny D, yeah, I may as well get off. So that's not working. I think I'm gonna have to try taking another picture if I want a picture of it, my progress. Yep, I'm just deleting it. I've got my basket. I'll try to get more done on it and then I'll post it. Yeah, I went to Dee's Creations live earlier, and I had to post on there 2 or 3 times before she acknowledged me. But that's okay. When you've got over 40 people in your life, that's understandable. I'm not there. I'm lucky to get over 10. But she's done a lot more giveaways than I have. Yeah, and right now, I don't feel like I can. Yeah, I'll probably just get scammers coming in after 10 minutes because I put the timer at 10 minutes that they have to be subscribers. And YouTube keeps messing with my numbers. Last I saw, I was at 453 subscribers. Oh, I'm at 455 now. I wonder what I'll be in the morning because YouTube takes them away from me. Hi, Trish. How are you? I'm okay. My husband and I watched a movie tonight. It was pretty good, based on a true story. It was pretty good. I liked it. I wasn't sure if I would because it had to do with war, the Vietnam War. But it was more about your beet. You've been canning all day. Wow. Do you have a big garden? I would imagine so, if you've been canning all day. Hmm. But I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, we watched a movie based on a true story. It happened in the Vietnam War. or during the Vietnam War.
33 years after.
Yeah, 33 years afterwards.
The last one,
The Last Full Measure is the name of the movie. Yes, but this weather hasn't been good for gardens. I can imagine here either. We bought a ton of produce for really cheap. Awesome. Where did you get them at? For really cheap. Trish? I wasn't sure if anybody was going to be here because I saw Granny D is live. The farmer's market that's close to us. Cool. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we grow garlic and that's about it. Everything else dies on us. Huh. Yeah, I wasn't sure if anybody would be coming. Can you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, please? I'm still on round 16 of this top. I love the way it's turning out. Ivy came into my live earlier today, so I was able to talk to her about it some. And so she suggested I do a few more rows before I attach the arms or cut out the armholes. Thank you. So it's getting there. Slow going, but it's getting there. I don't know when it'll get done, but I'm thinking I'd like to get this work done quite a bit before I work on anything else. But of course, it may get put aside and I'll work on something else instead. I've got a lot of projects going on and I need to get out of that habit. Just one or two at a time. But what makes it tough is I've got one Afghan that's a year-long project, one Afghan that's I get monthly pattern for it, a certain amount of the pattern with the yarn. I have so many whips going. I am almost done with my Bohemian Circle vest. Awesome. I got lots of different blankets and sweaters started. I got about 4 tops started besides this one. 2 Afghans and a whole bunch of other things that I don't even remember what they were. I know there's a puppy dog amigurumi in there. And then another amigurumi, which I couldn't tell you what the arms are for. So, some projects UFOs are unknown rather than unfinished. Or, I don't know. How did we put it? I thought UFOs were unidentified objects, but that would be different letters. Yeah, I was told to try to work my lives around the lives of people who are already well established in their channels. But sometimes that can be hard. Other than that, it's just what works best for you. And I wasn't on earlier because I was spending time with my husband. Yeah, it's difficult because everyone's doing lives now. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Yep. She says UFO equals unfinished object. What do you call unidentified, unknown objects that you find? UFOs that you forgot what they were? So thanks for correcting me on that, Jennifer. Hi, Michelle. The other UFO is a spaceship. Yeah, what do you call objects that you find, like whips, that you don't remember what they were? What do you call those, Jennifer? Or is there a term for those? I know whips are works in progress. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Yes, there is a term, LOL, says Jennifer. And Trish says, hi, Dinky Crafts and Samantha. How are you all doing tonight? Jennifer says, hey, Trish and Samantha. You know, Granny D goes on 2 or 3 times a day. And since she's well established, it's hard for us little folk. How are you? My hexagons are ready to be put together, but I figured we'd do that starting Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I'm working Monday, so Monday wouldn't be a good day. So they're all ready to be put together. Trish, are you taking part in this? Are you making squares or hexagons for this? So since the hexagons are done, I figured I would work on this top. And see if I could get more of this done. I'd like to get to the underarm part where I joined the front to the back and make the armholes. I haven't had time to start yet, but I hope to make some hexagons for a blanket. Beautiful. Jennifer says some people call UFOs parked in the garage. I can't remember what I called them. Okay. Well, when you remember, can you please let me know? Because I forgot. I was thinking there was a term for those unfinished objects that you don't remember what they were. So usually you end up ripping them apart or frogging them. Mhm. I know Whips is works in progress. UFOs, unfinished objects. And Jennifer says, I've got about 10 whips I need to tackle. I think that speaks for all of us, Jennifer. I'm working on one of them right now. And I've got 2 Afghans and about 4 other tops besides this one. And some amigurumis that I'd started that one of them I know is a dog. I don't know what the other ones are. I have too many, but who's counting? Right? Our husbands are counting. They're saying, when are you going to finish what you started? Uh-huh. Then I also met with a lady from my church this week, and I taught her how to crochet the basics. I mean, holding a crochet hook in the yarn and keeping the tension just right and doing the chain stitch and the slip knot. That's about all I taught her so far. But I told her to keep practicing, make sure her stitches the tension is even. and she's having trouble holding it with her fingers, keeping it tight with her fingers because her fingers don't close all the way. So she can't hold the tension like I do. I said, some people wrap the yarn around their fingers to hold the tension. And she said, well, that doesn't feel natural. And I said, nothing is going to feel natural right now because you don't know how it's supposed to feel. So, oh, Jennifer said 3 are blankets. 1 is a hexagon padded blanket. 3 wearables, a purse, a teddy, 2 pairs of socks. Wow. 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. You got it right, Jennifer. Trish says, my boyfriend always asks you, did you finish the last project? He can't grasp how I do things. A little bit here, a little bit there, because you can't work on one thing all the time. That gets boring, right? Exactly. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not losing my count. Exactly. And my husband is right here in the same room as me. He's just like rolling his eyes. Oh, you're a smart man. Jennifer says, I'm going to frog 1 wearable and change it to the Gen Ivy top. Wonderful. This is what I've got done so far. I tried taking a picture of it before I started this, came on live, and I was going to use that as the thumbnail for this video. And even though I put my phone sideways to take the picture, it showed up sideways on my computer. So I downloaded it sideways and it didn't straighten itself out. And I don't want to put a sideways picture as my thumbnail. So I put the other picture that I took today of that basket as the thumbnail. So I'm using a 2-weight yarn, Hobie yarn. This whole thing is like 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards. So this will not finish the top for me. I'll have to do more because I'm kind of big around the girls. So I got to do like 20 rows before I can join under the arms. So So that's my story. So what are you all working on right now? I heard you a bunch of projects that you got to do, but what are you working on right now? Jennifer says I'm using a thin yarn, what I won from Gina's Knitting Turnpike. Yeah, that's either a 1 or 2. She likes the thin yarns. But that's cool. I've got a lot of 3-weight, but I don't think it'd be good for a top like this. It might be, but I think I'll save that for cardigans for the 3-weight, which is a DK. But that's great that you won some from Gina's Knitting Turnpike. Hmm. Hmm.
You know, I'm kind of tired.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were up early.
Go to bed.
Okay. Oh, thanks for the movie.
Tell the girls hi.
Yep. We'll see you later, hon.
Probably not. I'll be sleeping.
Okay, well, I'll see you anyway. Uh-huh. I haven't done anything all weeks, said Jennifer, so it's time to catch up. Now I'm home. Yes, you are. Did you have a good trip? I like the pictures you sent, or the video you sent. Sorry, guys. I'm tired too. So tomorrow's another day. Right, ladies? And Jennifer, isn't it like 3 something in the morning where you're at? I will be doing a slideshow video of photos of Scotland. Awesome. Never been there. Never been to England either, so. Isn't it like 3 a.m. over there, Jennifer? Tomorrow I plan to be at my sewing machine sewing bags and scrunchies to sell. Awesome. Wow. Jennifer, if I were you, I would be in bed. But that's me. I'm going to be going to bed within the next hour. So it's only 9:30 here, 9:20 something here. So I would love to visit Scotland, Ireland, and England, says Trish. So, Trish, where are you at right now? What state or country? So, you're on the East Coast. Okay. So, Eastern time zone. Oh, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of crafters, crocheters, bloggers who live in Pennsylvania. Me and the Yarn Geek live here in Kansas. The Yarn Geek lives up by Lawrence, I think, is where she lives, which is 2 or 3 hours north of here. I always think the majority seems to live in Michigan. I don't know. There's a lot that live in Texas, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania. I've met a few in New York. Well, online I met them. I've met some in California. Of course, then there's Dana Wanderlust Crochet. She's a truck driver on the West Coast. KB Fibers lives in Ohio, I believe. I forget where Grammy Colleen lives. But there's another one that lives in, Creative Grandma lives in Pennsylvania. And of course, Crafty Yarn Owl is in Canada. Bag a Day is in Illinois. There's several of them in Canada. Angela from My Precious Yarnery. Yep. Miss Hootie Hootinton lives here. Okay, I don't know who that is, Trish. I know Creative Grandma lives in Pennsylvania. I think the one I'm thinking about lives in Ohio. Oh, I Bring It with Kelly. She lives in Pennsylvania. Okay, she's a very talented crocheter and designer. Awesome. Can you drop me her link, Jennifer? Miss Hootie Tootington? Okay, Trish, you're not a moderator. Jennifer has to do it. But you can always email it to me. My email is in the description box below. Jennifer's a moderator, so she can drop links. All right, thank you, Trish. Okay, Jennifer. Hi, Kelly. How are you? We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? You know what we were talking about? Oh, it wasn't bad. Trish said she's from Pennsylvania. I said, I know somebody else who's from Pennsylvania. It's Kelly with I Bring It Every Day. Right? You're in Pennsylvania? All right. So, what part of Pennsylvania do you live in? Near Philly, Philadelphia? I am close to Philly. And are you near there, Trish? See, I'm trying to just bring the crafters together. Because united, we are strong. Divided, we are nothing. Jennifer, I can't find that channel. Okay. Is that Hootie Hootenton? Jennifer says, hey, Kelly. Sorry, I had a phone call. I am in Hamburg. Hamburg, Pennsylvania. I don't know where that is in relation to where Philly and Scranton are. Kelly says, I am not too far. Well, see that? You can go have coffee together. Is it MTS Hootenton? I think it's MTS. I don't know what that stands for. But that's what Trish wrote up above. And now Trish is saying she thinks it's Mrs. Amaris. See my top? I'm on round 16. Thank you. Kelly. This is the rest of the yarn, what it looks like. So it gets lighter as you work down. It's taking a while. I'm not used to working with such thin yarn. Look how thin that is. This is more the size I'm used to working with. Hi, Liz. How are you? And Liz says, hi, everyone in the chat. How are you, Liz? I've been getting more done, but not that much more. My husband and I watched a movie for part of the evening. But Ivy came into, thank you, Liz. Ivy came into my live earlier today, and she said, I might want to go up about 4 more rows to increase in size to go over the girls, because my girls are pretty big. But thank you. Hey, Liz, can you find Mrs. Hootie Hootenden? I can't find her channel for Michelle. Well, Trish can also just email it to me and I'll get it later, maybe tomorrow. Because Trish has it. So what have you all been up to today? Mrs. Who is that? Trish says she's a great designer and she said crocheter, right? Talented crocheter and designer. I just looked up the spelling. All right. Hootie Hootenton. I need to be crocheting more, only did a few rows. All right, do you need help with that, Kelly? Because I'm sure there's a lot of us here that can help you. Slow brain today. Hi, Carol. How are you? It's good to see you. Carol is in Texas, just so you know. I was trying to match up Trish and Kelly from I Bring It Every Day. They both live in Pennsylvania. So I'm telling them they could go for coffee sometime. Meet one another and CCC&M. I'm not sure what that means, Kelly. Jennifer says, hey, Carol. And Trish says, hello. And Carol says, hi, Jennifer. Hmm. So what have you all been up to today, Carol? I love the blanket behind you. Thank you. It was a free pattern on Premier's website called the Aveline Throw, Aveline Throw. Oh, Carol's Crazy Crochet and More is CCC&M. Okay. I would never have guessed that. CCC&M. Triple C&M. Liz can't find it. All right, Trish. I'm giving you the power. Use it wisely. No, I'm about an hour and a half. Well, I guess that's close. It's better than me in Kansas. Not just me then. Hey, Liz. And Liz says, hi, Carol. No, I'm about an hour and a half. Well, one of my subscribers lives about 3 hours east of me. And Ginger, the geeky yarn geek, lives about 3 hours north of me. So, and they're in the same state. So Jennifer says, no, just me then. Not just me then. And I'm not sure what you mean there. Trish says, okay, how do I add the link? You find her link and you copy it and then you paste it into the chat box. Well, I'm right in between Reading and Allentown. Okay. So you go to their website and you copy the URL and you paste it into the chat box. So I'm guessing, Trish, that you are subscribed to her. Okay. Miss Hootie Hootenton Crafts. Trish, do you have her in your list of the people you're subscribed to? If you are, click on her in another window, highlight the URL, copy it and paste it in the chat. What's gorgeous, Trish? Oh, Dinky Crafts found her. Who's she trying to drop? Miss Hootie Hootenton Crafts. Thank you, Jennifer.
Hi, welcome back to Hootenton's Crafts. I'm Jeanette.
All right, it works. What a name, yes. Trish says, hello, Liz, except different letters. Awesome. Jennifer says, I clicked on her about page to find her channel name. And Carol says, I bring it, dropped her link, Kelly's link. Liz says, hi, Trish. Carol dropped Trish's link. Awesome. Wonderful. Thanks, Carol, says Kelly. I threw yarn in your windows. Trish said that. Carol said Liz has dropped Liz's channel. Thank you for dropping everybody's links, Carol. She dropped Jennifer's channel link. First time I've dropped a link on my phone. Wow. I didn't know you could. And of course, then Carol's link is there. Cool. Now I'm subscribed to all of you. And Miss Hootie, whatever her name is. Her name is Jeanette. But her last name, I mean, even hearing her say it was tough to comprehend. Hootie Hooten. So what are we all gonna be doing tonight? I plan on going to bed early. Well, pretty soon. Jennifer dropped Carol's link. Same one that Carol dropped. Right? No. Trish says I can't all day. I'm gonna relax and crochet eventually tonight. Good for you. Carol says thanks, Jennifer. Jennifer or Carol, how far did you get on your Gen Ivy top? What did you can, Trish? Trish says sweet potatoes, sweet banana peppers, hot pepper, red beets, and some pinto beans. Carol says, I'm not working on it today. I've been working on that corner to corner. I'd love to see that too, Carol. Hint, hint. Carol says, nice, Trish. You've been busy. You've been very busy. I'm thinking I'm going to be working on that top a lot tomorrow after church. Don't plan on going anywhere. So I'll be crocheting. I'd like to get at least to under the arms done. Kelly says, I have everybody now too. Yay! Cool. So if we can help each other out like this, then we could all grow together. Carol says, I usually make fig jelly, but with the lack of rain, we have no figs this year. Oh. And Jennifer says, I'm going to make some stitch markers tomorrow and crochet a wearable whip. Okay, cool. What is the whip? And Trish says, I'm going to make pepper jelly. Wonderful. I'm going to crochet on my top tomorrow. I'm getting ready to go to bed tonight, guys. Very, very tired. Trish says, yesterday I canned a lot of diced tomatoes, rotella, and spices, honey, and garlic. Cool. Kelly says, fancy. Canning and jelly. Right? Kind of fancy. I tend to buy that stuff. Hi, Susan. How are you? I didn't expect you all to come on this late at night. I know you're an hour earlier than we are, but still. Okay, got it. And Jennifer says, hey, Susan. And Carol says, hi, Susan. How are you? And Susan says, hi, Jennifer. And hi, Carol. Trish says, yes, we are friends. She is awesome. With Mrs. Hootie Toot. Is that who you're talking about? Susan says, Carol, did you get my email? Michelle, are you mad? No, I'm not mad. I sent you a response too. Yes, I promise. Oh, I've been in bed most of the day. I'll check it tomorrow. I have to do it on the desktop, Susan. Kelly says, hey, peppermint stitches. And Trish says, your shirt. Whose shirt? Peppermint stitches says, oh, Carol, are you okay? What do you mean, Trish, your shirt? My shirt? Or what? Carol says, I had oral surgery and I'm on painkillers. Yep. I thought everybody knew she had oral surgery. Hi, Anita. How are you? I guess coming in at 9 o'clock is a good time. Carol says, hi, Anita. Trish says, I live on painkillers. Carol? Kelly says painkillers are terrible for my brain. Loopy. Uh-huh. And Peppermint says, hi, Kelly. So I wanted to show you all my top that I've got done so far. Isn't that pretty? Peppermint says, Carol, I prayed for your oral surgery. How did it go besides being on pain medication? Kelly says, Anita. Liz says, so beautiful, Michelle. Thank you so much, Liz. That means a lot. Susan says, oh my goodness, Michelle, you've gotten a lot done. It looks fantastic. Thank you so much. Carol says, Trish, do too, but these are pretty strong. And Anita says, hi, Jennifer, Carol, Kelly, Peppermint, and Liz. Woohoo! I got a house full. This is great. Don't forget the thumbs up. The surgery went well. Recovery is worse than I expected. Anita says, your top is looking great. Well, thank you. Trish says, oh, I have the opiates and I am a medical marijuana user, so I'm always loopy and spacey. Kelly says, what is the pattern, Michelle? That is the Wild and Free top. It is free right now on Ravelry. Ivy Benton and Jennifer Reeves designed it and wrote the pattern. It is free right now, but I don't know for how much longer. Liz says, hi, Queen Mama. Jennifer says, I will do my Gen Ivy top in September. I have to finish my posy first. All right, Jennifer. And Anita says, hi, Trish. And Trish says, hi, Anita. And if you notice, the colors is starting to fade, get lighter down here. This is what it's gonna look like, the colors, how they fade. Very gradual. And it's gonna take more than one of these. This is 1,000 yards or 1,000 meters, which is 1,093 yards. And I'm gonna need more than that. So I've got another cake of this too, so. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Kelly says, thanks. Trish says, it took me a while to be able to say it too. Say what? Liz says, how was everyone's day? Mine was good. Anita says, I'm working on my first pumpkin. I usually only work on one project. Now I've got 3. So you're big time cheating on your principles. Carol says, Trish, I'm a medicinal user as well. I got myself off the opioids with the help of weed. Trish says she lives about an hour from me. Well, that's cool. You can go visit one another, even if you meet halfway. Trish says, I'm working on it. I want off all my pills and just smoke and eat my special brownies. Carol says, I know it's hard, Trish. My husband has started infusing butter and making candy, also infusing cream and making ice cream. Wow. Getting pretty creative there, Carol. Your husband is. Liz says, I want a friend to visit. You're in Illinois, right, Liz? You can always go see Bag a Day. I would love to have you come here, Liz. But of course, we've got Missouri in between us. Yeah, she's like 5 hours from me. Okay. Well, then again, I'm about 13 or so hours from you. Liz says, hit the thumbs up, please, everyone. Thank you. Kelly says, are you near Chicago, Liz? Yes, like 45 minutes. Wow. 45 minutes from Chicago. I've never been there. Been through southern Illinois on the way to Ohio and then to Connecticut. Oh, Kelly says you are near DOY Creations. And her name is Jeanette. Liz dropped Kelly's link. I think we've got everybody's links in here. Everybody's got everybody's links. That's okay. That's okay. So, what do you think of the thumbnail that I had for this live? Trish says, I barely ever sleep. Trish says, I barely ever sleep. Oops. Sorry. I wanted to show you the picture of the bag. Anita says, I'm 45 minutes away from everything but a grocery store, gas station, and dollar store. Joys of small towns. Sounds nice, Anita. Mhm. Liz says, I love it, Michelle. Thank you. Carol dropped Queen's link, Anita's link. Cool. Anita, what state are you in? I forgot. Kelly says Rose Likes Crochet is another channel in it. Oh, yeah, she is in Chicago, isn't she? And Hook that yarn crystal is in Chicago. I didn't realize that. Anita says, thanks, Carol. Liz says, my too, Trish, I do live live at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Wow. And Kelly says, or Liz says, thank you, Kelly. Anita says, it is nice when I need a friend to talk to. I just go out and talk to my critters. Oh, you live in Kentucky. Cool. My brother lives in eastern Tennessee, not far from Kentucky. Trish says, I didn't sleep last night. I'm trying to get my Mary Jane to relax me enough so I can sleep. All right. And Carol says, I'm going to bed. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend. I hope you do too, Carol. Hope you get your jaw, your teeth, whatever gets, your mouth gets to feeling better. Trish, you need to switch to an indica. Not sure what that is. Anita says, good night, Carol. Hope you feel better soon. Trish says, that's all I use. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to go to bed too. Trish, don't forget to pass it. Carol says, Trish can't just smoke until you fall asleep. Liz says, good night, Carol. Good night, Carol. Good night, all. I wish I will run also. Thanks. Thank you for coming, Kelly. I appreciate it. Carol, thank you for everything. I hope you are feeling better with each day. I know oral surgery is not good or fun, but rest up and I'm praying for you. Have a blessed weekend if I don't talk to you. And Jennifer said, yep, time to sleep. All right, everyone. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll probably be on sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure when. All I know is in the morning we go to church. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.